They weren't lying when they called this place remote, were they? Aside from the bone-chilling cold, it doesn't seem to be too bad. Sure, I'll get along just fine with the folks here. Until I kill one of them, that is. Just don't know who quite yet. Man, are we a murderer? Not too worried about it though. Never been wrong before. At least I don't think so. That's a long story. Need to get inside before my ears freeze. I'm not a big fan of anybody here. To tell you the truth, a bunch of people too smart for their own good. Can't get in line like everybody else. Rebelling for rebellion's sake. But the fighting is over. We should all be living peacefully. And we will once I fix one little problem. Most notorious rebel managed to escape the war in one piece. And not only that, they're still completely anonymous. But a little tip from one of the state's moles helped track them here. Not a bad place to hide, that's for sure. Nobody will come here willingly. Even I'm barely here willingly, but it's my job. I do my job. Plus, a successful mission here means promotion. I don't know what benefits come with promotion, but I trust my handler. He told me I've got 3 days to take care of the serpent. Any more time than that, and the rebels will be able to get set another plan into motion. But only 3 days to infiltrate the village, gather clues, figure out who's in charge of the show. Sounds impossible. I'll do it in 2. I got a reservation at the only tavern in town. Checked in under a fake name, but I'll need to figure out a good cover story. Maybe an arms dealer. I don't know. Both sound sus. Can't really put together a good cover story, but that's alright, I'll figure it out on the fly. Sick will need to talk to the guard if I'm gonna get in town, so we'll see what I can come up with. A little bit further to the gate. Hold on just a minute there. We're not accepting any visitors right now. It's been even colder than usual lately. In the interest of public health and safety, our gates are closed. I got a reservation at the tavern. I'm back at the end of the season, we'll honor it. Nobody's getting in right now. I'm sorry. Figured I run into an issue here. I guess it's time to fall back on my initial plan. Look sir, I'm actually here because I don't care. I have a strict order not to let anyone in. Come back another time. The guy isn't going to choose to let me in when I have to solve this problem myself. Luckily, I've got a plan. Appreciate your hesitance. Another great job turning me away. What do you mean? Following the recent assassination attempt, the Serpent has been stepping up security. Potential worry is that a dangerous foe could enter through the front gate of the village, but entrusted access. The loyalty of everyone in this village. The Serpent suspects there is a mole, and never set to find him. But I'm ready to remove you from the list of suspects. After all, this little guard will be willing to let in potential predator. I'll make a note of your dedication to the rebellion and include it in my report. That's great to hear. Please proceed and speak with whoever you need to. Hope you can discover who might have been behind the attack. Thank you. Hope our paths will cross again soon. That was almost too easy. It's a credible cover story. So I get the serpent and try to sell it to them. And if things go well, I'll know who my target is before they discover me. I'll be gone here before anyone discovers the serpent. Would you mind pointing me toward the tavern? Got a reservation? Yes, we discussed that. Just a moment. And make sure I don't see anyone in the distance. Do you see into the distance in this winter? Not really, but you're the first visitor in weeks. I think it will be fine. Although I've allowed you to enter, it's still crucial that I accompany you until I hand you off to the tavern keeper. I'm not sure you understand that security is paramount here, and you'll need to interview him anyway for your report. Of course. I don't mind that at all. Thank you. I've yet to thank you again for walking me to the tavern. Even in a small village like this, the snow makes it difficult to see where we're going. You get used to it. And the layout isn't too complicated, but I agree it's very disorienting at first. How long have you worked here? Guarding the gate? At this time, I don't feel comfortable sharing information about how things work here. I understand that you're a valid reason to visit, but we tend to be very tight-lipped toward outsiders. As you check into the tavern, I met a few more of the townsfolk. You're welcome to come back and see me for another chat. Understood. I'll take you up on that. I don't mean to sound unfriendly, but security is all we have here. The remote climate goes a long way toward protecting us from any threats. We still eye any visitors with extreme suspicion. You included, my new friend. Oh, shit. Okay, I went too far ahead. Following our discussion earlier, I'm expecting nothing less. What you tell me about the tavern keeper? Gerald, I might surprise you since our village is so small. I don't know him that well. He's always in a good mood and happy to share stories over a drink. I think you'll like him. Everyone does. Small spot of warmth in a frigid climate? He will more likely describe himself as a large spot of warmth. Aside from that, though, correct? I see. You'll give him the barkeep name, but not your own? Guarded, indeed. Fair point. My name is Peter. Pleasure, Peter. I am Stephen. Make sure to keep that, give him that fake name in tavern registry is under, while he'll figure me out. Here we are, Stephen. Give Gerald my regards. Of course. Welcome. Please have a seat. I'm Gerald, and this is my tavern. Take good care of my friend here, Gerald. Stephen is in town on very important business. Is that so? Excited to hear all about it. Perhaps I'll share a drink or two. Why don't you pour me a glass to tell me about your beautiful little settlement here? Take good care of him, Gerald. Let's return to my post. Any friend of Peter is a friend of mine. Don't get too caught out there, tireless sentinel. Never do. Goodbye. Okay. Now that he's gone, we can speak freely. Peter keeps us all safe, but he's not exactly the most excited person to share a beer with. But you seem like a character. I suppose I am. I notice I'm the only one who's here at the moment, though. Is there more of a rush we get into the night? Not particularly, to be honest. We're a small village, and at this point you have met half of our inhabitants. Many of us are out on business. If you're around later tonight, you might meet the other half. Maybe a good time to explain your presence and what you have to offer the town. I appreciate that. For a moment, I'd like to check into my room. Absolutely. Here's your room key. 3 hours or so, please return if you'd like to meet our town's weaver and blacksmith. I think you'll get along, at least if I do my job correctly. Thank you. As I suspected, the serpent is likely one of the few people here. Peter, the village guard, is certainly a suspect, as is Gerald, the tavern keeper. He informed us that my target is in the village currently, so if not one of those two, should be the one of the villagers visiting the tavern tonight. I'll have to keep an eye out. Serpent is the expert at blending in. If it is Peter, you may simply allow me the access to throw me off the trail, and Gerald's cheerful demeanor may be holding off a cold-blooded killer. Not to mention our other 2 potential suspects. Whoever they are, it will be wise to get a little sleep before returning to the bar. Need to be on high alert tonight. Alright. Fresh blood returns. Welcome back, Stephen. As you can see, we have the entire village here tonight. Aside from Peter, that is. I have a hunch that he'd rather stare into the snowy distance than socialize. Lucky to have him. Let's talk about more fun things. This is Carly, our town weaver. She's responsible for the fashionable furs that shelter us from the elements. Hello, it's a pleasure. What are you drinking? Gerald has beer, but in a bigger glass. I'll start with beer, I think. Good choice. Sneaks up on you, especially if you're not eating much. And there isn't always much to eat around here. Not that you know it from looking at Gerald. Of all the things that got me to insult, my sister chooses to throw stones from her own glass house. My apologies, but I must also introduce you to Anna. Her tongue is as sharp as her knives. As a town blacksmith, Anna is responsible for everything in this village, made of iron or steel. Unless it breaks, then she manages to pass the blame along. Nothing breaks. So you say. I didn't come here to meditate between bickering siblings. One of the people in this room, the leader of these rebels. The other 2 are willing followers. Unless the village guard is a serpent, this is all a smokescreen. Figure it out. But the flowing drinks give me the opportunity to interrogate one of my few friends. Well, new friends. I low-key want to talk to Anna first. But at the same time, Carly seems a little chipper. So, we'll do Anna. So Anna, how long have you been in the blacksmith trade? Always, since I was very young. I was not a lazy child like my brother. I knew that I would have to make something of myself in this world. We could not all fill glasses with booze, expect to get through life. What a world that would be, though. Please stop interrupting me while I talk to my new acquaintance. Why don't you resume your usual habit of trying to impress Carly? She has rejected you outright in almost 2 days. Ah, you're right. How could I forget? Carly, how about... Nope. I should have talked to Carly first. What can you do? Anyhow, before we are interrupted, what is it that you do, Stephen? I'm in town on some very important business. What type of business? Can I trust you, Anna? And when you can trust anyone you just met? I know that even with most builders gone, there is one very important person here. It has been in question lately, and I've been sent to discover who may have been behind a recent attempt on their life. Interesting. We should not discuss this further, but your assessment of the situation is correct. It is fortunate that we have met. Look forward to our next discussion. Perhaps you should speak further with Carly. Speak further about what? I heard my name. Do you ever mind your own business? Nope. What are you talking about? Just getting to know the townspeople. Well, I'm me. I make clothes. Anna makes weapons. Peter watches the gate. Gerald has by far the most important job. He does. Yes, he makes beer. Of course, it's not half bad. Interesting. How long have you been in the weaving business? Oh, forever. When I was young, I was a very curious child. Grabbed one of my mother's needles, went bad. But then I was fascinated and learned her craft. And you make everyone clothes now. Yep. Pelts, boots, handkerchiefs, you name it. Just me and my needles. Well, it's certainly been a pleasure to meet you. Great. I want to go get some sleep now. I'll see you all again tomorrow. I know you found your room just fine before. Let me know if there's any trouble. Sure. Well, for better or worse, I'm not able to eliminate anyone as a suspect. Seems like everyone takes their orders from Gerald, but Knight just has been here the longest. Plus, he supplies the beer, and as a no-nonsense type of person, I expect the server to be, but that might be her personality. If Carly's my target, then she's doing a great job playing it cool, just like I expect the serpent to do. I fooled Peter, the village guard, pretty easily, but he might have just been playing along to avoid suspicion. Need to do some investigating in the morning, but for now I need to get some sleep. Welcome back. You didn't leave yourself much time to spare. We close up the bar in an hour or so, but I'm happy to serve you lunch before then. How fortunate. Thank you. Of course, after all, I only have one guest. It would be terrible if I didn't feed them. How was your visit to our village been so far? Productive? I'm still getting to know everyone. Do you think I'd be able to go talk with the rest of the village today? I know you're closing early, but is there an event or something I should attend? I can't speak for everyone else, but I'm simply going to enjoy a night off. I live in a small room behind the bar. Actually, if you encounter an emergency, you're welcome to summon me. I believe that if you venture out into the cold, you should be able to meet Anna and Carly again. Peter, as always, will be at his post. Interesting. Thank you. Enjoy your night off. Thank you. Enjoy your meal. I'm confident that my identity hasn't been discovered yet. This man knew I were here to stop the serpent. He'd have poisoned my meal, but I don't have time. I haven't delivered on my cover story. Suspicion will start to grow. Need it ends today. Hopefully one of the villagers will give something away. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Certainly. Stay warm out there. Okay. Not sure where to go first. See Carl in the distance, but I could also visit Peter at the guard shack or see Anna first. We'll do it in a different order. I'll visit Carly. Good morning. It's a gorgeous day. A bit cold, but aside from that, I can't disagree. What are your plans today? Well, there's always work to do. I think I'm going to take it easy today. I'm on my way to pick up some food from Gerald before tonight. What's tonight? Is something going on? Oh, nothing. Just going to stay home in the cold. Don't want to go out. That's all. should probably go back to your room, too. Reason to be out in the cold when Gerald works so hard to keep the inn warm. I guess so. I have some questions, actually. You have a moment? No, like I said, it's gonna be cold tonight and I need to get home. Sorry. Goodbye. How unusual. Towers closed early and Carly seems equally busy. Not especially, but equally. Guess I'll check on Peter, and then we'll do Anna last. I'm sure you're supposed to check in with Peter. Swifty won't be working on his usual shift tonight. Hello? Leaving so soon? No, I'm considering going for a walk outside the village. Will you be here if I'm back in an hour or two? No, I haven't been feeling well and I'm gonna watch the game from home. Have a large window. Of course. Well, I hope you feel better, my friend. Being out of the cold would be nice. On second thought, perhaps I will be going back to my room at the end for the night. I appreciate the wishes. Have a good night, Stephen. Everyone kind of packing it in early, okay. I believe that house over there is Anna's. Perhaps you can shed some light on this. Go ahead and just knock. Hopefully she's in. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Anna. Oh, come inside. Let the cold air in. Thank you. Why are you out of the warm inn today? Find time to explore the village as we discussed yesterday. I would do well to get to know everyone better. You have nothing to say about me. I work, I sleep, I wake up again and go back to work. Sometimes visitors disturb me. Well, that sounds terrible. Should I let you get on with your day? Looks like you have multiple chairs set out. Are you expecting guests? Do not worry about that. I was simply rearranging. I see. Well, you're welcome to finish rearranging. Seems like you're not in the mood for conversation and I should get back to my room. Not the cold. You be visiting the tavern tonight? Unfortunately, I have other plans. Interesting. Everyone seems busy tonight. Thank you for allowing me to visit. Look forward to the next time we see each other. Likewise, I suppose. Everyone's really busy. Okay. It's usually, well, it's colder than usual out there. Gerald, you're glad to retire early for the night. Almost makes me regret closing up early. I love the cold. At least with a belly full of beer. But tonight will be a quiet one for me. I'm assuming you were also headed to your room for the night. Absolutely. Far too cold for me to spend anywhere else. Have a good night. Thank you. You as well. Not everyone knows I'll be in my room all night. They can go forward with their plans times to throw a wrench into them. They always accommodate Gerald make sure I have a window in my room. But for someone with my skills, functions as a second door. Even if it's frosted shut, I shouldn't have any trouble carving a hole with my knife. A little bit here and I should be good. Easier than I expected. Still got a few tricks up my sleeve in my old age. Now I just need to be careful not to break my knees as I climb out. Okay. Music kind of picked up a little bit. Freezing out here tonight. If Gerald should retire to his room early like he said, there should be currently no footsteps in the snow leading away from the tavern. Fortunately for him, that's exactly what I see. They're leading right over to the blacksmith's house, Anna. I'm starting to jump into conclusions. Perhaps they're simply reminiscent of her childhood memories. I think the truth is much sinister. It'll be taking me a few minutes to cross town without being seen. A light beckons from Anna's window. It's as if she's begging me to come visit. As I approach the window, I could tell that they're trying to keep quiet. But I'm sure Gerald has told them I'm alone in my room for the night. They can probably speak freely. Peter. Okay. Sick of our visitor poking his nose where it doesn't belong. Most important meaning, indeed, that Peter has left his post. I don't think he means any trouble. When I heard he's got something great to offer the village, we could use all the help we can get after what happened to Gerald. I spot just fine, thank you. And any other attempt on my life will be met with the same way. But you know we do not speak openly of such things. In case. Right, sorry. I share Peter's caution. There's no need for outsiders. He even came to my house recently. Based on 3 of you currently sick. Doesn't seek to learn the serpent's identity that he's here on some other business. It isn't our responsibility to indulge. 3 can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead, yes. We've heard your somber expressions before. And I have to say that it doesn't get any more fun. It doesn't matter to me if our visitor is poking around. He's not going to figure out anything out before the launch or next attack. We're still on for tomorrow? Yes, the state will fall. Yes, sir. As expected, these animals are launching another attack tomorrow. Most said it would be 3 days from my arrival, at least. We're even given that bad information. Did they anticipate my arrival and move the timeline? Is there any other business? I have a small announcement. Word has traveled to me from another resistance cell. I have withheld this information to ensure calm and peace, but feel obligated to share it now. The attempt on the life of Serpent was not an isolated attack. The assassin was a punisher sent by the state, and I don't believe he was the last one. Part of our attack tomorrow will be a blow to cripple the state's secret program. I haven't shared this information yet, but we've learned the identity of the agent's handler. Feel confident we can eliminate him tomorrow. It's personal now. If I had any thoughts of leaving the serpent alive, these thoughts have vanished. I take the reliance on my handler being anonymous and secure, along with plenty of other state's agents. These people welcomed me into their town, but they'd kill me in an instant if they knew who I really was. But make sure I'm quicker on the draw. This other night I would expect to climb back up here. Frozen night air is hell on these bones, but I made it. Hopefully they don't find our footprints in the snow. Meeting is over. I have everything I need. Confident I've discovered the identity of the serpent. I'm ready to stop them in the track before another attack can be launched. I feel like it's Gerald. They're on the outfit of the person they all respect, but it sounds like he was the target of the previous attack. Make sure this one doesn't fail. Rebel cell collapses following leader disappearance. Is it good for us? After a protracted war against the state, pseudonymous rebel leader the serpent was finally removed from power without the serpent's influence. Rebel cells everywhere being laid unarmed. Analysis says the war has finally ended. So Gerald was actually the serpent leader, and the others were his followers. So honestly, I actually got that right because I guessed Gerald. So yeah. But this game is called Winterlord. Hopefully you enjoyed this game and this video. If you want to play the game for yourself, of course, you can do that. I'll put it in the description below so you can pick the other people and see the options for that. If you enjoyed this video, of course, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Hopefully y'all have a good New Year's and a even better 2022, and I will catch y'all in the next video.